Hey everybody, how you doing? Street stock at New Smyrna Speedway in Florida. New Smyrna is a half-mile track with 18 to 20 degree banking. We'll be racing 70 laps here today. I am in the car number 10 and I had a horrible qualifying run. Spun out on the second lap and I am starting in 13th position. I'm pretty much nut on the field. Well, I've had some decent experience here at New Smyrna. You might remember in the SK Modified I actually won here. And in the street stock here, I've had some decent finishes, but never a win here. And this can be a beating and banging race. Now, I will say this is the top split of two, and that's where you find the better racing, as they say. Well, let's just find out if that's true.
Thanks for sticking it out with us today. I think you're going to be in store for a great race tonight.
We have 16 cars. There is one driver that has a 3650 I rating, and another one that has about a 2500 I rating. So we've got a pretty wide, diverse strength of field here. All right, let's get it going. I kind of hang back. I want to see what happens here in turn one. I'm at the back of the field. I will be doing some accident avoidance, I fear.
Still out there. Outside is clear.
Some heavy braking in the corners. Oh, we got one spinning behind us. No yellow, he keeps it going. Lap one is completed. Whoa, 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 big mess, big mess. I can't see a thing hardly. Woof. Almost closed up the track there, but I get through it without making any contact. Wow.
Caution is out.
All right, showing me in 10th position, picking up 3 spots there in that wreck.
The road is closed.
Well, we made one lap of green.
Looks like you should be lining up behind this 5. Really don't need anything too exceptional. We just need nice food.
Okay, after everything cycled around, I am in 8th now. Starting on the outside.
774. You're on the outside, it looks like.
By the way, again, this season in the street stock, you have no tires. The tires that you start with are the ones that you have for the entire race. No need to pick. Plenty of fuel, no available tires. Tire wear in the street stock, as I've mentioned before, is not that dramatic, but you can feel it.
Green. Hell yeah. Keep that momentum, man. 33.
Okay, whoa, we got, yep, the 2 cars into the 16. The 16 spins. I get tagged from the rear as I brake, and I kind of tagged the 16 car there. Oof. I think I might have been able to, well, no, I probably would have hit the 16 no matter whether I got tagged or not. So there's my first contact for the race.
Get a deep breath. The road is closed.
Well, there's a 4X for me. I was mentioning tire wear in the street stock series here, and what I have seen to find that after the wear starts, you start to lose grip, and when you start to lose grip, you become a little bit slower. However, as you have lost grip, you're able to apply the power to the rear wheels a little bit sooner coming out of the corners without the fear of spinning because you don't have that grip. So you kind of have to adjust your throttle inputs as the races go by. I have found generally it's about 20-25 laps when that occurs.
Oh, that pace car's off, everybody on the coast.
All right, restarting in 7th here.
33.08.
I get the position on the 6th in turn 1, and then I get the position on 12 in turn 2. And I should be in 5th place here now when we cross the start-finish line. Hot damn, awesome move. Actually passed 2 cars for position. I ran quite a few practice laps here at New Smyrna, and I'll get into the track analysis. It is kind of bumpy in turns 3 and 4 here. You see the sparks right there coming out of my car. Oh, caution, wrecking behind me.
What can we do to try to help?
I think this is caution number 4.
One to go. have an opportunity to stay on the inside this time.
That was caution number 3. Inside line, 5th position. Okay, well, so far, everything's been going pretty smooth. I'm trying to stay smooth. There is some fair amount of braking here at New Smyrna. Going into the corner, some guys don't brake until they're at the apex. It all depends on your personal preference.
All right, boss man. Face goes off, be ready.
That too, he's just kind of a bull in a china shop.
36.896. Outside.
Me and the 6, door handle to door handle. He's going to take me on the outside, power move. And then the 8 and the 2 get together, and the 2 pounds the wall. Wow, can we string more than a couple laps together here?
I think we need to start putting like an age limit on racing or something, you know?
You can say that again.
I think we need to start putting like an age limit on racing or something, you know?
That's the 3rd caution.
Actually sounded really scratchy that last time you were talking to us.
All right, working lap 26 here.
Check your helmet. 40.
I'm in the 5th position. I'll be on the inside again.
One thing to remember on these restarts, watch to your inside. These guys timing that right and diving down inside you, getting into turn 1.
I'll tell you, when I was racing this, it was like, hadn't even hardly broke a sweat yet. We haven't put together more than 2 consecutive green flag laps.
Go. Face guys off. Be ready. Green. Stop. Keep on digging, man. Let's roll, buddy. Let's roll. 34.6.
All right, I'm able to make a move on the 6 in turns 1 and 2. Am I going to be able to hang on to it and gain 4th spot? And I do. And the 4 is going to come with me and get past the 6. All right, we got some heavy duty blinking on that 3rd place car, but coming across the stripe, I've got 4th place. Hot damn, I actually passed another car for a position. This is pretty cool. I'm feeling pretty good here. How many green flag laps are we going to be able to stitch together here? We got one high up in the wall, a couple of them, but they keep it going in the right direction.
Inside, 20.192.
Got the 4 car working me on the inside, and I give way. That puts me back to 5th position.
Clear.
Feeling pretty good, feeling pretty good. I mean, remember guys, I started in 13th position. Through attrition and passing, I'm up to 5th place now.
20.499.
Ooh, that was an ugly corner for me there. Whoa, and I got a little squirrely, but I caught it. We got that purple number 2 coming through the field. And the 15 trying to get him on the inside, he spins. I didn't make any contact, but that is a caution.
Closed. 1 to go. Could be on the inside here. 37.968.
Okay, so I'm thinking to myself here now, all right, we've just had like 5 cautions, I believe. When is the long run going to occur? Everybody's tires should be pretty good because most of the laps have been at, 45 miles an hour. We're not really abusing the cars. Well, the sheet metal is taking a beating, but all right, that 2 there, he kind of hung back and did that little anticipation. Ah, you dumb shit. This guy is just all over the place. He's got a pretty high I rating. Well, we can see he just like a bull in a china shop and muscles his way through the field. But anyway, so that takes me back to 6th place here. Ooh, I wash up at a turn 4 there, but I'm able to keep the power to it. I've got the 6 working me on the backside. He and I have been trading positions back and forth all race. All right, I'm looking up here at this. There's some smoke. Somebody gets a little wide. It's like this is not going to go for very long. I mean, look at that 2 car, and then he forces the 8 up, or the 9 car, and then the 4 loses it just plain out by itself. I have to go to the grass, and I jump the victory lane there. But I gained some positions there.
Give me your temps there, bud. Pit road is closed.
All right, 6th caution. Holy smokes.
You're going to be coming around.
The 2
You're going to be coming around.
apparently lost it on the backstretch.
Pit road is open. Coming around at 6. You'll be lining up behind at 9.
Okay, where am I going to shake out here when I cross the start-finish line? I think I'm in 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth again.
1 to go this time, bud.
Yep, going to restart in fifth. Working lap 41.
39.074.
All right, the number 2 car punched out, so we don't have to worry about the bowl anymore. Well, let's see if we can stitch some laps together here, and you know what time it is. Crank that knob to 11.
Pace car's off, be ready. Green. Zipper man, they're suppressing your talent, let's get them. 35.038, working outside, outside. Clear, clear, clear.
All right, we actually put about 5 consecutive green flag laps there. I've got a nice battle going on with the 6 ahead of me and the 11 behind me. I think I've got something for the 6. I'm going to come down in and see if I can't get him, but I hit the brakes too hard, brings the rear end around. Oh my gosh, but I do not hit the wall, but I come back up, and unfortunately I tagged the 13 car, the Bobby Allison Miller genuine draft car, and sent him for a little bit of a ride. Oh my God, I'm sorry about that. You know, I've got the Davey Allison paint. He had the Bobby Allison paint. Really, I'm sorry about that. Number three. Nice, nice save there, number 3, spinning it around. Okay, 7th caution. That one's on me. I just got in way too hot. Hit the brake just a little too hard. That brought the rear end around. Oh my. All right, I'm up to 7X. Coming up, going to be working lap 50 here.
1 to go.
And 1 to go. Going to be on restart on lap 54. Okay, I'm back to 8th spot on the outside. I am the 2nd car from the end of the lead lap cars. Had a lot of attrition here in this race. Laps are winding down. You know, what can I make out of this mess? I was up to 4th, comfortably in 5th. I think I could have got the 6th car, but I just flat screwed up.
Off, be ready. Green.
Okay, I kind of missed that restart hanging back there.
35.7.
I'm going to try the 13 on the outside.
Still inside. Stay with him.
And I do clear the. Okay, track analysis here. New Smyrna. Like you can see the bumps right there. Turns 3 and 4. There's some heavy bumps that can upset you. So we're coming down the front straight. Going to go underneath the flag stand. Dive into turn 1. Pretty heavy braking, if you will, and try to maintain, and then coming out of the apex, hammer the throttle. Now, both sets of corners have a berm on the inside apron there. You can just kind of see it, that dark spot next to the yellow line. If you can just barely kiss that bump, that berm, and you're okay. But if you get the tire up on it, that's going to upset the car tremendously, and you will come around. So you want to stay right on that yellow line, coming down the backstretch full throttle. I back out all the way. Some pretty heavy braking when you see that red line there. See, you got other guys smoking the left front tire big time. And then hard on the throttle at the apex. Now that we have tire wear, we can really hammer the accelerator a little sooner without fear of coming around. This is a rhythm track, heavy braking, heavy acceleration, and the corners are pretty sweeping. You're in the corners for a while, it feels. All right, that's quick track analysis.
19.776, clear low.
All right, I'm currently in 7th here. Like I said, I think I've got something for the 6 here, and the 11's battling with him. And if I can get under, but I wash up. I was going to try to follow the 11 under the 6. That's just not going to work. Coming down the front stretch, I do believe the 11 will get the 6 coming into turn 1. Then I'm going to diamond the corner, but then I blow it. I get way up into the marbles, so I'm not able to follow the 11 past the 6. I'm going to have to do it on my own. But I do believe I've got something for the 6, and we've kind of seen that before, so let's see if I can do this on my own. Laps are winding down. Got to get going.
20.258. 10 more, man. 10 to go.
10 to go, 10 to go. Okay, I'm slowly closing up on the 6, but the 11 is pulling away. Okay, the 6 kind of washes out a little bit there coming out of 4 down the front stretch. I am just getting my nose under, and he gives way. I wash up just a little bit, but I don't think we make contact here, and I make the pass on the 6 car. All right, now I'm going to set my sights on 11, who has pulled away about 8-10 car lengths. But I quickly gather up about 4 of those car lengths, coming through 3 and 4. I make up some more time diving into 1. The 11 car and the car ahead of it, I think the car that's ahead of the 11 car is kind of holding the 11 car up just a little bit, and that's allowing me to close in. The 11 looks down on the inside line. I'm pulling up pretty good to the 11. Ooh, I lose a little bit there in 3 and 4. But I am pulling away from the 6. No heat from him. I got another car length on the 11. Leaders have checked out. The 14 goes a little high. The 11's sneaking under, taking a sniff. Not yet, maybe here in turn 1. Then the 11 diamond the corner, pretty nice, but that allows me to come right on up. The 11 gets a little squirrely. I'm going to have to do it here in 3. The 11 does stay high. I'm behind the 14. The 11 washes up high. I'm going to then try to do the reverse outside crossover on the 14, but the 14 comes up. I have to get off the gas. I actually tap him. The 11 taps me. Sorry about that. Didn't mean that. That sends the the 14 up a little bit high, and then coming out of 2 down the backstretch, I do make a door handle to door handle pass on the 14. Almost hold it, but going into 3, I am able to complete the pass. The 11's coming with me saying, let's go, let's go. The 14 hanging pretty stout on the outside, but I've got the preferred line going into 1. Heavy brake, hard crank on the steering wheel to hit the apex and come out 2 down the backstretch, and I do have the position. That puts me into 4th. 2 more to go, 2 more to go. Holy smokes. I think I've passed as many cars as I ever have legitimately in this race here today. Not just gaining positions on attrition. White flag. Well, there's almost no hope for me to gain any other position. You see the first 3 positions way ahead of me, almost a full corner ahead of me. But now that I've got past the 11, I am making some time on the 11 and gaining the gap, the distance. The 6 is behind the 11. I get 2 more corners here. Just hang that berm around and come down home, and I will come home in 4th position. Holy smokes, hot damn. Wow. That was an incredible race. I had to work for that one. Had some pretty stout competition. There was a lot of cautions. I'll tell you, there were a total of 7 cautions for 35 laps, so half of the race was under yellow flag. But I had 7X, but Texaco Haviland Camaro doesn't look too beat up. Still looks pretty good. One and two are sharing burnouts there. Okay, well, I tell you what, that was a hard fought battle. I started 13th. I was up to 4th, then my spin relegated me back to 8th place, and then I was able to come up through the field without the benefit of any wrecks and claim 4th position for the win. I'll tell you what, that feels pretty good, and gave me some damn good points too, as the top split of 2. All right, guys, hey, thanks for coming along for the ride, and we'll see you next time.